Welcome aboard the Royal Crest, where the wealthy bask in luxury, where power floats effortlessly on the waves, and where one man's worst nightmare is about to begin. Tonight, the ocean will remind them, no amount of wealth can buy mercy. He thinks he owns this world, that his name, his money, his power make him untouchable. But by dawn, he'll beg for a second chance. Before we continue, please comment below where you're watching. We would like to know from which part of the world you're watching us. Thank you. This is where the wealthy come to forget the world, where money erases worries, where names matter more than faces. Jonathan Cole, a man of quiet elegance. No one knows his name. No one recognizes his face. But what they don't realize is that he owns this ship. Richard Gage believes he understands people. He has spent decades reading faces, judging worth with a glance. And today, he will make a mistake he'll regret. In just a few hours, this ship will face something no one saw coming. The waves will carry secrets to the surface. And Richard Gage will beg to take this moment back. This is a place meant for a certain kind of guest. A place where wealth is not spoken about, because it is understood. To Richard Gage, the first-class lounge is sacred ground. A space reserved for those who look the part, who carry themselves a certain way. And in his mind, Jonathan Cole does not fit the image. The words come smooth, practiced, a mask of politeness covering something sharper underneath. Sir, this area is reserved for first-class guests. I believe I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. A simple statement. No raised voice. No challenge. Just fact. But Richard won't hear it. He can't. To Richard, this is not a misunderstanding. It is an intrusion. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. A choice has been made. Not by Jonathan, but by Richard. And what he doesn't realize is that this choice will cost him. Because Jonathan knows something Richard does not. And soon, the entire ship will know it too. Richard Gage does not like to be questioned. Especially not here. Especially not in front of them. Not a yell, but loud enough. Just enough to turn heads, to break the fragile peace of the lounge. Curious glances turn into whispers. Some watch in amusement, entertained by the unfolding scene. Others shift in discomfort, sensing something they cannot name. But no one steps in. No one ever does. Sir, I won't ask again. Leave. Now. He doesn't need to say more. The message is clear. The assumption is made. To Richard, there is no other explanation. Jonathan is trying to sneak in, and he will not allow it. Perhaps you should check the guest list before making assumptions. A warning, dressed as kindness. A lifeline, offered without force. But Richard is past the point of reason. I don't need to check the list. I know who belongs here. A statement built on certainty. But certainty is dangerous when it is built on sand. Some guests sip their drinks, pretending not to listen. Others lean in, their interest thinly veiled. No one looks away. I'm giving you one last chance to walk out of here on your own. The final warning. The last thread before everything unravels. Richard Gage is losing control, and he knows it. Everyone is watching. Not openly, not yet, but in stolen glances, in hushed murmurs, in the tension that thickens the air like a storm about to break. For a moment, the world holds its breath. Gasps ripple through the lounge. A sound too soft to be an explosion. Too loud to be ignored. Did that really just happen? No one moves. No one speaks. Not even Richard. And suddenly, Richard Gage feels something he has never felt before. Not power. Not control. Not victory. Regret. Richard Gage feels it before he understands it. The shift. The weight. The slow, creeping sense that he has made a mistake he cannot undo. A small device. Harmless in any other moment. But right now, it might as well be a loaded weapon. 3 seconds pass. Then 4. Then, Captain Reynolds, I'd like to have a word with you. Mr. Cole, I apologize for the misunderstanding. Richard's breath catches. His stomach turns. His mind races, grasping for any explanation. Any way to undo what he has just done. Did he just say, Mr. Cole? Wait, Cole? As in, no. No, it can't be. But it is. The man they dismissed. The man they insulted. The man they struck. Is the owner of the Royal Crest. Mr. Gage, the private discussion. Now, The air is different now. The chatter has quieted. The laughter has faded. In its place, a heavy silence lingers, one that carries more weight than words ever could. They had watched. They had judged. And now, they don't know where they stand. He has seen too much, heard too much, and yet, he has remained invisible, just another shadow in the service of the wealthy. But tonight, he chooses to step forward. Thank you, sir. A moment, a choice, a ripple in the water that stretches far beyond this ship. But here, aboard the Royal Crest, change has already begun. Have you ever judged someone too quickly? Have you ever been on the receiving end of such judgment? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you believe in treating everyone with respect, no matter who they are, click like and subscribe for more stories like this. Thank you for watching.